Hey guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2026 Audi SQ7.
And a big thanks to Andre and the rest of the management and staff here at Audi Wesley Chapel for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Wesley Chapel, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Andre.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the SQ7 has been a performance version of Audi's full-size three-row SUV, the Q7, since 2020. The Q7 has always had upgraded engine options since its 2006 conception, but the SQ7 is without question, with its Lamborghini derived twin-turbo V8, the most performance-oriented three-row SUV that Audi's had in its lineup to date. Facelifted last year for 2025, getting a redone front and rear styling, new wheels, interior upholstery, and advanced safety features, still powered by the monster 4-liter twin-turbo V8, cranking out 500 horsepower, 568 pound-feet of torque, enough to get the SQ7 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Starting at $93,800, about the same price as a 6-cylinder version of BMW's X7, this specific SQ7 getting the prestige, luxury, and black optic package with a sport exhaust among a few other goodies. But what else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So with the prestige package, we get these LED laser matrix headlamps with black headlight housing, LED daytime running light, and a really clean look. Some black contrast in the lower left corner, a ton of airflow. Hopefully you can pick up the intercooler on each side for this twin turbo V8. And a ton of airflow over here for the radiator too. The black optic package giving us these black illuminated Audi rings with the forward-facing camera beneath helping us out with the 360 and full front parking sensing. I really like the white metallic paint color here too with all the black contrast. Additional side sensor helping us out with the 360, and also with the black optic package we get these black Y-spoke 21-inch wheels wrapped in Pirelli Scorpion Zero all-season tires, dimensions up front being 285/40 R21 with a massive 6-piston brake caliper. Hopefully you have a better look of the entire wheel and tire setup with a subtle fender flare too, all body color trim, black contrasted mirror caps with LED turn signals on them, additional camera to help us out with the 360, and blind spot monitoring on the inside part of the mirror. A little bit of black contrast that says Quattro on it for the rocker panel side skirt area. 4-door smart access, all black trim for the window trim, black pillars, and these tints look really nice. Black roof rails and a massive panoramic moonroof. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile of this 2026 SQ7. And right now the suspension's all the way to the ground. And when it's all the way to the ground, it kind of looks a little bit like the station wagons from Audi's lineup, the A6 All Roads right over there. No, it's not that low to the ground. I'll show you guys right over here what the difference is with the suspension in its highest and lowest setting. Anyway, taking a step closer, we get the same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. The dimensions are the same as well, still a 285/40 R21. We'll see how it puts the power down. Should be perfectly fine. And since we have the same wheel and tire setup up front as out rear, we can do tire rotations, which isn't very common for performance vehicles. We have full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights. SQ7 badge in the left corner. Shout out Audi Wesley Chapel for helping make this review possible. Black Audi rings, LED third brake light, and a trailer hitch. I'll leave a link right over here, show you what this SUV can tow. Black lower diffuser area, and as we mentioned, we get the sport exhaust here, quad tips. And speaking of the quad tips, let's fire up this monster Lamborghini derived 4-liter twin turbo V8, and here she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 4-liter twin-turbo V8 sold by Audi for the 2026 SQ7. No, it doesn't sound quite as crazy as the RS models, but still sounds really good with this Lamborghini-derived motor cranking out 500 horsepower, 568 pound-feet of torque, sending the power to all 4 wheels with an 8-speed automatic transmission. You can expect a sub-4 second 0 to 60 time. Car and Driver tested this SUV at 3.8 seconds, and for a 5,300 pound SUV with 3 rows, that says a lot. The hydraulic struts are hydraulic strut is appreciated. We can shut this hood right down. Feels very smooth, and we'll walk around this 2020 V6 SQ7 one more time. Let's take a step inside and see what we get with just about a fully loaded version of the SQ7, and still sitting below the base price of a V8 X7 M60i, with leather stitching up top, part of the prestige package, some carbon flare, aluminum door handle, two-person memory seats, some Alcantara contrast in the center, and a nice soft leather armrest. We have 4-window auto-on touch, power folding mirrors, 4-way adjustable, power trunk release, Boom and Bang & Olufsen sound system. Materials down below are soft touch. You'll stack 2 or 3 footlongs on top of each other, and a 32-ounce water bottle will fit with no problem. We get an illuminated aluminum S nameplate as we step inside. These beautiful quilted perforated leather seats, which are heated and ventilated, adjustable bolsters, and they're very supportive but still really comfortable luxury SUV seats. Adjustable thigh support too. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide with 4-way lumbar control and massage function. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So compared to the 2025 55 Prestige we reviewed in this channel, Q7, not really a whole lot changes this interior. Yes, we do have some S-specific accents all throughout, but it's a gorgeous interior nevertheless, with leather stitching, pretty nice heads-up display, which hopefully you can pick up on camera. There you go. Some Alcantara all throughout for the contrast, even for the pillars. We get 4 separate sets of tweeters for this audio system and a large dual center bass speaker. The air vents run all throughout the center. We get the large 10-inch digital gauge display. I believe these are both dual 10-inch screens here too. The top one for infotainment, the lower one for our climate, and what appears to be our heated steering wheel, windshield adjustments, and hill descent control, auto engine start stop as well. The steering wheel though, it's thick, solid 10 and 2 perforated leather for this section area, and a perfect feeling 9 and 3 rubberized horn area. The horn, loud and aggressive, people should be definitely getting out of your way. We definitely get dual pane windows here, and they're extra thick acoustic glass for the SQ7. The stocks have a very premium feel. Auto headlamps, auto high beams, and auto rain sensing wipers, all to be expected. Cruise control in this lower stock, paddle shifters for the 8-speed automatic transmission, power tilt and telescoping steering column, more of that carbon fiber, auto headlamp control, air vent control, which has this aluminum feel for the area that you're actually going to be touching, and hopefully get a good look at the aluminum outlined pedals. The infotainment screen, we already briefly mentioned it, but we'll check out our navigation screen, and we get haptic feedback. So as you press the touchscreen, it gives you a subtle vibration. The response, although this SUV came out in 2016, is just about perfect. It was top of the segment when it was released, and after the facelift last year for 2025, they've really modernized just about every aspect of this interior. And for 2027, I believe the 3rd generation Q7 SQ7 will be released. Anyway, we can return to the home screen, vehicle settings. Let's check them out, see what we get. Audi Drive Select with the shortcuts right down below, vehicle data, efficiency assist, seats, driver assistance, air conditioning, light, parking aid, and our overall settings. My personal favorite to leave it at all times would be the navigation screen. Let's check out the backup camera, super high resolution, guidance lines, and trajectory with the over-the-top 360. We can check out our 3D view, go around our SQ7, right back to where we started, leave our 3D, check out our different views, see our forward-facing, wider view for the forward-facing with guidance lines, over the top, backup camera, that's where we just were at, a little narrower for the backup, side blind zone up front, side blind zone out rear. Throwing right back into park though, we do not return to the previous screen. You gotta press this X in the upper left corner to do it. Below, we have our climate control touchscreen with our heated and ventilated front seats. We mentioned auto engine start stop and everything up top, and the response here also just about perfect, and I like the tick and haptic feedback. Aluminum outside of the piano black center stack, some leather stitching for your knee will often hit. The engine start stop is outlined in red here for the SQ7. You can turn on or off our parking sensors, parking assist, and our driving assistance. Volume and skip feels pretty premium. You'll fit 24-ounce water bottles. We get the 12-volt right over here with this faux cigarette cover for it, and what appears to be a lighter holder, but instead it's really intended for this Audi key. We have an aluminum switch for the electronic parking brake, nice soft leather armrest, storage space, not a whole lot. You'll fit probably 4 iPhones in there with 2 USB-C ports, and it's not a dual tier. We do get a little bit of additional storage right over here with a rubber mat, but not the most center console storage area. Above the glove box, we get Quattro labeled, or that carbon fiber trim. We can open up this glove box, which is lined in felt and massive. So although we don't have much space in the center console, we have a huge amount of space in this glove box area. You'll fit 10 Harry Potter books, 3, possibly 4 pairs of shoes. Frameless auto-dimming rear view mirror. It's not a digital rear view mirror, with 3 Garage Home Link settings underneath. Alcantara, even for the visor area. Interior lights back here or up here are LED. We can open up the shade for this panoramic moonroof, and it takes a pretty long time to open. So once it's open, I'll catch right back with you. All right, guys, it is open. One thing I just noticed, we have an additional tweeter for the top part of this pillar area and a ton of light brought into the cabin thanks to this massive panoramic moonroof. We can open the glass right up. The opening panel goes on top of the fixed panel. We'll see how far it goes, already into the second row. Wow. See if it goes any further. It does. Easily the largest opening out of any SUV reviewed in this channel, well into the second row space, almost like a convertible. Poking our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Sunny and 84 degrees according to this 2026 SQ7. We'll shut the glass right up, leave the shade open so when we hop out back you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin. And that's about it for the front seat, at least for this 2026 Audi SQ7. Let's take a quick look at this window sticker, see any features that I may have missed. The base price of $93,800. Standard features on the left side, you can pause and take a look. Options, $600 with this glacier white metallic paint, $6,000 for the Prestige package, giving us the dual pane acoustic glass, Audi laser LED headlamps, headlight washers, heads-up display, heated rear seats, intersection assist, memory front seats, LED taillights, power soft or OLED taillights, power soft closing doors. Let's check those out real quick. Yep, power soft closing doors. It is, and I got the love bugs on me now. Open up the windows so they get a chance, there we go, to escape. Cool, the love bugs live on. Anyway, definitely soft closing doors. We also get the remote park assist plus, sunshades out rear, and the ventilation and massage function up front. Luxury package for $3,700. That gives us the Dynamica headliner and the extended leather package. Black optic package for $1,200, giving us these 21-inch 6Y spoke design wheels with a black finish, all-season tires, anthracite gray Audi rings, black exterior trim and mirror Heisings. Oh, I said the magic word, I guess. There we go. I guess I said the magic word. Sorry, guys. Black center wheel caps, dark chrome exhaust tips, $750 for the trailer hitch, S logo for $550, $425 for the protection kit, $395 for the cargo cover. And if I didn't mention, the sport exhaust, which isn't very loud, is $1,700. I personally skip that option and get like a muffler delete or some type of upgraded muffler in the aftermarket, and probably be a little bit cheaper, and it will sound a little bit better. $1,295 for the destination, totaling us out at $110,405. Definitely getting up there in price, but considering we got a twin turbo Lamborghini Drive V8, 3 usable rows of seats, and a genuinely luxurious vehicle here, this is about the same price as the Escalade we reviewed in this channel, and this is just a completely different class of vehicle while still being just about as comfortable. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat at least of this 2026 Audi SQ7. Let's take a step out back, see how much space is offered back here, as well as the overall quality of the material. So we mentioned we get the sunshades. BMW, for their top models in the X7, has a power sunshade, but not the end of the world. You can just lift it right up, especially considering how much cheaper or more affordable this SUV is. With more of that leather stitching up top, Alcantara in the center, cushy soft leather armrest. You can open up this little pocket. Looks like an ashtray if this vehicle was equipped with a smoking package. Auto one-touch windows, Boom and Bang & Olufsen speakers, and a ton of storage. Again, you'll stack 3 footlongs with a 24-32-ounce water bottle. We'll see if we get dual pane windows out rear. We do get dual pane windows out rear. Very premium touch. The second row seats are perforated, quilted, okay bolstered, not the most bolstered, and a 3rd and 4th zone climate control out rear. The legroom looks really impressive. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings. See if these seats slide back any further. They do. So I have about 8-9 inches of overall knee room. Headroom with this moonroof, I have about an inch and a half of it, but we can recline these seats back. And with the seats reclined back, I have now like 6 inches of headroom. It does compromise a little bit of room for my knees, and definitely compromises the 3rd row passengers' space. But as far as my space, very, very comfortable. I mentioned a third and fourth zone climate control, air vents in the center, map pockets with additional air vents to blow directly into your face, part of the B pillar, brackets, grab handles on both sides with a hook for a suit or a dress, and the lights are touch sensitive LED. There we go, once I figure it out. The center cubby back here, you gotta push this button, drop it, and it's not the softest leather, but it's a comfortable place to rest your arm. You'll fit 16 to 24 ounce bottles. We got some additional speakers on the roof back here too with our subwoofer. The third row seat's currently not up. I'll lift it up and catch right back with you. All right guys, I got the seat lifted up, but there was a lot of stuff in that trunk, so I wasn't able to close the actual lift gate. You can also open up or lift the third row seat with a click of a button from the second row. But taking a step inside, we'll see what we got. So at a little bit over 6 feet tall, no, this is definitely not the most spacious third row, especially for a full-size segment. But as you see, yes, my knees are definitely touching, but this is with the second row seats all the way back. Every inch the second row passengers will compromise is an additional inch gained by me. The materials back here, all hard plastic with some felt in the center. We do get cup holders, no charge ports, with the subwoofer behind us and speakers right above. We get LED lights, but fortunately no air vents that blow into the third row passenger space. So this is definitely more comparable to a mid-size luxury SUV. The X7 is a little bit more spacious. This is still more than spacious enough, especially considering the amount of money that you'd be saving. You can lift these seats right up, push, and give it a lift. We get a hydraulic assist for the seat with that strut right over there. But taking a step out of here, I kind of wish we had the design where the left seat and the center seat both lifted up. Instead, all the seats are separate from each other. You can still lift it up the same way, but no, it's not a 60-40 split. It's a 33-33-33. But taking a step out of here, again, definitely not the easiest process, much more comparable to a mid-size. Taking a step out into this cargo space, hopefully you can pick up how much space we have with the third row seat up. I'll leave a link right here to show you how much space there would be with the third row up, third row down, and with the second row down. We can drop this third row seat pretty quickly electrically, and this will give you a better idea of the overall cargo space. Put all this crap back so I'll be able to actually close up the trunk. Secret storage to see what we got going on under here. Not a whole lot. We have our battery packs and a fix-a-flat kit, shutting it right back down. Get our air suspension adjustments behind here, dropping the trunk. So if you have older or smaller pets that are having trouble getting in and out, you can simply drop the trunk right down, and in its lowest function, once it reaches its lowest function, there we go. My knee is just about at the same level as the step-in, and then lifting it all the way back up. Not sure if you can pick up the process on camera, especially not from the camera angle that I'm currently holding. But once it reaches its top point, there we go. I have about 7-8 inches, maybe like 6 inches before the step-in. So it's pretty significant. I'm not sure if you can drive in that low setting. It's more of a loading and unloading mode. But in this top setting, I believe this is called off-road 2. We'll take a look at that when we take it out for a drive. The trunk, there's 2 buttons to drop it, or the hatch, liftgate, whatever you like to call it. This button drops it, this button drops it and locks the SUV. We don't need the SUV lock, so press this button on the left, giving us about a second and a half to take a step back. So if you have grocery bags in your hands, you don't have to worry about getting doofed in the head. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this all-new monster 2026 Audi SQ7. Looking really good with this white and black contrast, the Matrix LED laser headlamps, black badging, 21-inch black Y-spoke wheels, and monstrous Lamborghini derived 4-liter twin-turbo V8. But we've been talking about it all video, and speaking of it, let's take this 2026 Audi SQ7 out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2026 Audi SQ7. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. And let's start off in dynamic, most aggressive mode. And first thing I noticed, the steering, although it's typical Audi light, you get such direct feedback here. Also, not sure if you're gonna pick it up on camera, but looks like a nice second gen R8 next to me. Yeah, I don't know if you guys picked that up on camera, but take my word for it, it was there. But the steering feels really good here. Paddle shifters feel responsive, and the turn-in is sharp and direct. This feels like a sporty platform. Taking a step out here, responsive paddles, and not very loud, even in dynamic mode. I'd skip that sport exhaust and do it yourself. Oh, sharp downshifts Good turning too. This feels pretty snappy. Still in second gear. Yeah, guys, I mean, there's a tiny bit of body roll. This isn't an RSQ8 by any means, but it feels surprisingly close. Throwing it in. Yeah. Try to push it a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, definitely some body roll, but it's so much more limited compared to a standard Q7. You take a step out here. Should be a pretty good opportunity to try one out off the line. All right, here, off the line, on the gas. Oh yeah. Wow. I can definitely see 0 to 60 happening in under 4 seconds. That is really fast. Sure, I know that the BMW X7 M60i will be a tenth of a second, maybe 0.2 of a second quicker to 60. But it's so much more expensive. You're paying, assuming that you don't put $16,000 in options like we have here into this car. You're paying X7 40i, xDrive 40i prices for almost or just about the same as the M60i Performance. Steering, I would actually argue the steering here feels better. I cannot believe I'm saying that about an Audi over a BMW, but the X7 steering does not feel as good as what we have here. Throw it in a little bit quicker than we should. Handling, X7 handle is about the same, maybe a tiny bit better. But this is a quick corner. We're going like 22 miles an hour and coming out. Nice. We'll give this guy in front of us a little bit of space. No need to worry him. But wow, this thing is a beast. We can take it out of dynamic mode, try it out in comfort actually. Let's completely change the script. About half throttle, still strong. And a lot quieter too. The sport exhaust does make it a little bit louder, but either way, if you want a nice sounding exhaust note, I'd recommend just going aftermarket. A lot quieter in comfort mode. Ride quality feels really good. The air suspension absorbs these bumps unbelievably. Slow down a little bit. Let's try moving pull, half throttle. Yeah, much more docile. We can try out a real world turning radius test, see what it's got, and on the gas. Oh yeah. Whew! A lot quieter too in comfort mode. This is a monster SUV. If you're looking for the most performance-oriented, spacious, luxury three-row SUV, but you're just not looking to pay $100,000, this is it. Sure, this one's $110 because it's loaded up with $16,000, $17,000 of options and features. If that's what you're looking to do, I wouldn't necessarily recommend going with this specific car. But under $100,000, I really don't think that this could be beat. It drives so nice. The steering feels so good. The suspension feels so good. The turning radius is like a zero-turn lawnmower. I know that's not why you're buying this SUV, but it does everything so well. This Lamborghini-derived twin-turbo V8 is a monster. Although it came out 10 years ago in 2016, it still looks really premium. It feels premium, and it is an unbelievable performance SUV under $100,000 bucks. And if that's what you're looking for, guys, I would 100% recommend checking out the 2026 Audi SQ7. And a big thanks to Brian at Wesley Chapel Audi for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium or performance car or SUV in the Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Brian, and a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.